Get out of the car.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Comment down below, y'all. What do you think? Good shooting or bad? I already know what I think.
3161. Hey, can you start me one more? I got a vehicle over here that fled from me the other day. He's in the parking lot.
Get out of the car.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Shots fired on 3161, 11 and 100 Blake.
I'm going to show you some additional footage here shortly. But what did the officer say? He saw a vehicle that took off from him the other day. Not sure if he was able to identify who was driving. He makes contact with the vehicle, opens the door, the guy tries to back away. Now, I didn't see where he was put in any serious physical harm. Was he under the impression that he was about to be ran over? Because it definitely didn't look like it from the body cam footage. I do know that body cam footage doesn't show everything, but it definitely didn't look like it. I didn't see where it was justified escalating to the point to where he deployed deadly force. I didn't see a weapon in the vehicle or anything like that. Let's listen to some additional information about the case.
Nothing that I can say that can defend what he did, his actions that night.
A San Antonio police officer terminated after a shooting involving two teens Sunday night in a Northside parking lot. SAPD released body cam footage of the incident that happened around 10:45 Sunday night in a McDonald's parking lot off Blanco Road.
From what I heard, the individual in the car, in the vehicle, was not related to the initial call, why the officer was in that location in the first place.
We are learning tonight that officer had only been on the force for 7 months and still on probation. Chief William McManus talked to KENS 5 reporter Vanessa Croy, defending the department's decision to fire that officer.
Well, definitely, Deborah, that video definitely difficult to watch tonight. Those moments captured on camera happened on Sunday in this McDonald's parking lot behind me. And today, Chief William McManus shared his frustrations with us, saying that officer completely violated the department's tactics and policies. The chief saying that video speaks for itself.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
17-year-old Eric Cantu shot at point-blank range by San Antonio police officer James Brennan
Get out of the car.
after the teen had been ordered out of the car and tried to drive away. The chaotic moments captured on Officer Brennan's body cam video. That officer now out of a job.
The night that this happened, before I even saw the video, looking at the scene, I had my concerns, serious concerns.
Chief William McManus said it happened Sunday night when Officer Brennan was called out to the McDonald's off the 11,000 block of Blanco Road for a disturbance. SAPD says when Officer Brennan arrived to the scene, he started getting information from witnesses. Then the officer spots what he thinks might be a stolen car in the parking lot and calls for backup. Moments later, before that backup arrives, Officer Brennan approaches the car.
Get out of the car.
When the 17-year-old tried to back up, Officer Brennan starts shooting. Cantu and his 17-year-old passenger try to drive away.
Can I continue to beat a dead horse a little more? Why run away? Honestly, I'm not saying the guy deserved to get shot, but come on, man. Running, fleeing from the police is so stupid. It is so ignorant. You open the door to nonsense like this. Again, not justifying the shooting. I think the officer was completely in the wrong for doing so. He used excessive force. I didn't see anywhere where his life was threatened or where the life of someone else was threatened, aside from him firing multiple rounds into their vehicle with a passenger on the other side. You open the door for all kinds of carnage and mayhem to take place. Stay put, don't be an idiot, don't run.
Officer Brennan points his gun at the car for a second time and opens fire.
Fire! Shots fired!
Officers caught up with Cantu, who stopped a block away. He'd been shot 4 times and taken to the hospital in critical condition. 3 days later, the department fired Officer Brennan. McManus said the officer, still under probation, didn't follow department training or policy.
3 days later, y'all, these people, they weren't playing around. They were determined to get rid of this guy. Because typically you would say it's a longer process. But Maybe due to the fact that was still a probationary officer, maybe that's why they were able to get things done at a much faster rate. But man, he's going to have hell to pay, honestly. You just think about it. He is not protected by the department. He's basically going to have to get his own lawyer and defend himself. And it does not look good. Not at all.
Officers are prohibited from shooting at moving vehicles unless it's in defense of life. And that particular case that evening was not in defense of life.
No guns were found on Cantu or in the car, the chief says. And neither Cantu nor the car had anything to do with the disturbance call Officer Brennan responded to in the first place.
Well, we don't know who was driving that vehicle the day before. So I don't know what the officer was thinking, but we don't know who was driving that vehicle the day before, nor did he.
McManus defended the department's decision to fire the rookie officer.
Again, there's nothing I can say that could justify what happened.
Well, Chief McManus said the department, once they finish their investigation, they'll turn it over to the Bexar County DA. Now, we're told the passenger in that car wasn't hurt, but as for the driver, he's facing charges of evading arrest and assaulting a police officer, but it's still unclear if that car was actually stolen. We asked the chief today if those charges will be dropped. He told us that's up to the DA.
Now, it's weird that he's being charged with an assault, because I'm not sure what the definition of assault is in Texas, but here in the state of Nevada, it means intentionally placing another person in reasonable apprehension of immediate bodily harm. Now, does that necessarily equate to him being justified in using deadly force? I don't think so. I'm sure he'll try to use that to his advantage to defend himself. But before you go, make sure you check out this video right here.